Everyone live from the grounds of the Executive Mansion in Monrovia, where another press briefing is on the way. Presidential Press Secretary Kula Fofana is now on the podium to briefly address the regular press briefing.
Live on the local community radio stations, and those of you who are following in the counties on those radio stations. We regularly hold our weekly press briefings here at the Executive Mansion to update the country on the workings of the president and what the president is doing to ensure that he upholds what he has asked the Liberian people to vote him for. The president continues to work, and I would like to again welcome all of our sisters and brothers and friends who are listening via different platforms as well. This afternoon, there have been a number of different things that we'll talk about, but very quickly, let me again say thank you for tuning in. We want to start up by informing you that the president continues to work. This week have been really busy. As you know, we had a press briefing on Monday to talk about some of those things that happened during the course of last week. And this week, we're talking about the different things that happened. The president continues to engage and hold meetings with different sectors of our country, but also, and more importantly, international friends and partners. During the course of the week, the president held a meeting with the Chinese ambassador representing the People's Republic of China. The president has also been invited to attend the Africa-China summit that will come sometime later this year. But one of the other things that the president and the Chinese ambassador talked about was that the Chinese ambassador have reaffirmed China's support to Liberia and have talked about the elevation or the restarting of some of those projects that were put on hold or were stopped because of some reasons. But he mentioned to the president that they will be continuing working and developing and uplifting and following up on some of those projects. Some of them include the overhead bridge, that there are discussions around continuing the development of that project that was agreed by the Republic of China. In fact, the president of China, President Xi, was able to do a letter to the president to talk about the relationship between Liberia and China and how he was very happy, to continue to support Liberia's development, and also congratulated the president on his continued work and his role in upholding democracy in our country. There are a number of different projects, including the bamboo and rattan project with the Ministry of Youth and Sports. That project will continue. He also expressed China's interest in continuing to support Liberia on a number of educational initiatives, and there's a proposition of some scholarship opportunities. And as time goes by, those conversations, will come to fruition, and interest also in the agriculture sector, as well as the medical sector, and a number of different sectors that China has been supporting Liberia on. And the president also talked about his appreciation for the continuous support. Additionally, the president had a very engaging meeting with the Swedish ambassador as well, to speak about some of those projects and activities that the Swedish doing in Liberia, and our commitment in that bilateral relationship in maintaining and sustaining peace, and Swedish own role in helping to contribute to our development project, and as one of the key partners in leading the sustenance of our peace and democracy. The president has continuously expressed his support for cooperation and working along with international partners to ensure that Liberia, Restoration War is part of the Committee of Nations who will respect all our different roles and contributions in the different community, particularly the diplomatic sector. During the course of next week, somewhere around the 4th or the 3rd, the president will be traveling. He will lead a delegation to the United States of America, particularly in Dallas, Texas, where he's been invited as one of key African leaders to attend the Africa Business Summit that will culminate into bringing a number of different business associates, different world leaders in Dallas, Texas, the United States of America, where they'll talk about trade and their relationship that Africa should benefit. And our president is very much happy and looking, forward to those initiatives. Earlier next week, the president will also be giving the country update on where we stand with our 100-day deliverable. Will be addressing the nation along with some of the, especially the aspiration and that he presented when it came to his first 100-day. What are some of those achievements? What are the challenges? And basically the messaging going forward, what is to look forward to for the Liberian people. I'm sure you've been following. The president has taken a number of drastic decisions, we just published the suspension of officials of government, of institutions such as the Governance Commission, the commissioner, as well as the chairperson. And then for the Liberia Telecommunications Authority, those members of the board were as well suspended earlier today, and a committee have been set up for the GC to be able to report to understand the different challenges within those institutions, particularly with the LTA. The LTA, also the General Auditing Commission, have been requested to conduct forensic and thorough audit based on the information that the president received of some improprieties. So we're looking forward to doing our best. The president is very excited in steering the affairs of the country, and he continues to do so, and really look forward to making sure Liberia works for all Nigerians. Thank you. I look forward to